The day of the big game, December 11th, 1999, is undoubtedly the coldest day Earth has ever produced. I am hypothermia cold, and we can hear each other's shoulder pads rattle as we shake within. It is 3/4 into the game before I go in. Not surprising, because I was told early on that I am too small to be effective, and the coaches have never given me much attention after that. Another quarterback, Tracy, is out of the game after breaking her arm, and QB Val Halesworth isn't moving the team. The score is 6-6. I never thought I would say this, but I am so miserably cold, it begins to not matter whether I'm going to get into the game or not. My lips are blue, my teeth are chattering, and I want to go back inside and stand, like we all did at halftime, in front of the warm air from the blow dryers in the locker room. It is a frozen tundra out here, wind howling through the black night, temperatures dropping to way below freezing, and despite 5 of my own enduring fans swaddled in blankets in the stands, I am numb and unwilling to move. How would I throw? Even the plays I have practiced for weeks are iced over in the caverns of my frozen brain. I am a replica of a body undiscovered from the Ice Age. Our 3 coaches will have to pull out ice picks and chink me loose from the gelid sideline to get me onto the field. But as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter, the 3 coaches are getting desperate for something to happen. Poor Valhalla is producing nothing but 3 and out. And though the coaches have not bothered to learn many of our names, I know they're coming my way when I hear through the howl of the wind one of them say, "Look, there's another quarterback over there, number 7. A documentary on Ice Age discoveries is running through my head, and I envision the scene as the coaches discover me. Pick, pick, chink, chink. It looks like a quarterback. My God, he's been frozen for over 40 million quarters. My thoughts are interrupted by a deafening thump of a fist on my helmet, and I feel a force shoving me onto the field. Put her in, they grumble. See if she can get something started. Who, me? Oh, shit. I run, stiff as a 41-year-old tin man, onto the field, limbs aching with each movement. Huddle up, I yell into the wind. We're going to run jet left, which is a screen pass to Jen Blum. I hate to break the huddle, it is the only small source of warmth, but we break and assume our positions. I am in shotgun and looking across at the other team. I have never seen them from this perspective before, and I can't help noticing that they are huge. All of them over there roving around a galaxy of planets, each large enough to have their own climate, and probably a warm one. I try to visualize the heat of the upcoming hot showers as I call for the snap. Then I see the icy little brown football leave the ground between the center's legs and go rocketing over my head. Knew to snap the ball too high, and when I reach it, try to stop it, my arm cracks off. I'm certain of it because I hear a horrid noise fly out of the sleeve of the left sleeve of my jersey, and then I don't feel my arm anymore. I look behind and see the wind blowing the ball away from me. My arm must be back there somewhere. I turn to go after it. Everyone thinks I'm chasing the ball, but the truth is I want my arm back. I catch up to the ball and I fall on it, which really hurts. That ball is a petrified rock. And I lay there, awaiting the other team to slam into me and wrestle for possession of it. And they do. One after another until a crushing mound forms on top of me. But something happens during the pileup that makes the unpleasantness worthwhile. As I lay there, waiting for the layers to unpeel, my face mask is no more than 6 inches away from the face mask of one of the vixens. We stare at each other momentarily. Her eyes, replete with eyeliner, blink several times. Due to our society-infused guilt, women, when remotely close to being an inconvenience to another person, will say, "Sorry." The vixen, feeling she has terribly inconvenienced me, says this right into my helmet as she extricates herself from the pile of players. "Sorry." She says loudly. This triggers my own ingrained issues, and I courteously reply, "Sorry." Thus triggering reflex cries of sorries from players on both teams, regardless of what had happened during the play. Sorry seemed to reverberate across the field and outward to the far shores of Long Island. Yes, I am over 40. Yes, I am frozen. But I pause after I get up to look at all the women on this field who display the courage to challenge society's definition of what a female may or may not do. It is Tonka who picks me up off the turf with one hand and sets me on my feet. She is now standing like a sentry beside me, hands on hips and huffing winter air. Sharon is helping the slow-to-get-up vixen off the ground with genuine concern. Nikki is repositioning her armpits, which extend like a suit of armor from fingertips to biceps, and Jen Blum is complaining to the ref to watch for holding. How celebratory in their sack, somewhat. They seem unsure, like they want to celebrate, but perhaps it's inappropriate. It was a bad snap, so maybe they don't deserve the credit. Plus, they're still on our side of the line, which would make the celebration all that more tacky. They give several sends confident high fives while rumbling back to their side of the line of scrimmage. Nude shakes her head as they pass her by. She looks at me with an apologetic plea, and I put my hands out to communicate that it's okay, and it is okay. Win or lose, each woman on the field right now belongs to the same team. We are challenging societal norms and expectations to make our dreams come true. To hell with the obstacles. It's the warmest feeling I have had all night, and I'm not sorry at all. Later that frigid December night, the swagger and confidence of simply being New Yorkers triumphs over all else, and the New York Sharks beat the Minnesota Vixens 12-6. Val Aylesworth emerges as the amazing athlete she is and threw, on the run, a perfect 44-yard pass to Jen Blum. Twisting and juking, Jen turned the final 16 yards to our end zone into a dance of magic. The 8 Brooklyn tribes, who bickered and bashed each other way more than our opponent, performed a beautiful, though ungraceful, merging. And the celebrations afterward consist of only talk about a real pro team, a real league.